So we have, can I have a motion to approve the minutes of August 26, 2025 board meeting?
Motion to approve Maine Township board meeting for August 26, 2025.
Second.
Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Maher?
Yes.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
Okay. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of September 16, 2025 agency funding special meeting?
Yes, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the September 16, 2025 agency funding special meeting.
Second.
Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Maher?
Yes.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
Okay. May I have approval of a motion to approve the general assistance expenditures?
Motion to approve payroll for pay dates of August 29, 2025, September 12, 2025, and the September 26, 2025. And general assistance checks 57575 through check 57598 in the amount of $69,926.31.
Second.
Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Maher? Trustee
Yes.
Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
Okay. May I have a motion to approve the road district expenditures?
Sorry, I don't.
I'll do that. Motion to approve payroll for pay dates of August 29, 2025, September 12, 2025, and September 26, 2025, and road district checks number 25509 through check number 25552 in the amount of $141,210.15.
Second.
Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Maher?
Yes.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. May I have may I have a motion to approve the general town fund expenditures?
Motion to approve payroll for pay dates of August 29, 2025, through September 12, 2025, and September 26, 2025, and general town fund checks number 62922 through check number 62999 in the amount of $457,989.03.
Second.
Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Maher?
Yes.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any public participation?
No.
No? All right. So we're going to move on to old business. And in July, we had a meeting. We invited Rex Parker, who is a renowned artist, and he's a Maine Township resident. And he generously offered to do 2 prints. We are paying for 2 prints, but we are also getting 100 signed prints from Rex that we are able to use to raise funds for food pantry or for summer camp or other programs that we might have. So tonight, he is very enthusiastic about this building. So instead of doing 2, he's done 4. So we have 4 prints to choose from. So, and I just want to, since we had that meeting, Rex has won, was it an international award?
Yeah, international design award, kind of cool.
Congratulations.
Yes, it's a big deal. So Rex, you have the floor.
So you're gonna have to kind of go back and forth. Here,
Okay.
which way is it?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And I kind of walked you through what kind of happened. We walked around the building
Can everyone see?
initially and decided this viewpoint on here was kind of one of the coolest. I think this is originally the entrance. And it came up with this moonrise over Maine Township. You know, really dramatic, lighting inside, brought in this kind of organic architecture of Lloyd Wright, carried to this kind of thematic of the triangles and then this kind of flock of geese flying on the wedge. It's really kind of a dynamic image for the
We have a lot of
first office. You guys see it, right?
We have a lot of geese, so that was good to,
Is
we
it
have a lot of geese.
possible to make it any bigger?
Yeah.
So we might lose a little bit.
There's actually a lot of detail in the illustrations. Oh.
We can get it above that podium too.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so
That helps.
you kind of tell. Right?
So it's Moonrise over 20.
So that's gonna be, so when you're voting, there's gonna be, each one is named. So when you vote, you'll pick 2 of the 4 designs. So,
So that was the first one. And then,
so we're gonna go.
Why'd you make the old lowercase in that, in Township? I'm just wondering.
oh, it's just a typeface I came up with. It's kind of like a right typeface. That's kind of it. The second one, I was kind of led to like running one for the interior. And what's really kind of neat about the space is you have an atrium that most buildings don't have. You have to go like to Pantheon in Rome with this, obelisk, or the Grand Central Station in New York City. And when I actually showed to the people here initially, the thing, the lighting here is challenging. We're actually coming into the building. It's really cool. And you have these great chandeliers, and I kind of moved the nerd flag back here because it's a big part of every meeting. It's pledged. So it's a pretty dynamic, amazing, I think, the golden moment in this building. So I really like this one. Actually, I like all of them. And then, how do you hit this thing? This is the one I'm sorry. And the third one was kind of the one that when I first came here, I really liked this from the angle looking into the building. And it's when I kind of played with the right stuff. I'm kind of running this kind of space theme to the whole thing. And
I'm sorry.
Huh?
I
What?
can't see it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's just wonderful. And I want to
Stand on the other side.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah, there you
sorry.
go.
I'm so sorry.
You're the star of the show, so we want to see.
Well, it's a really great angle, and you see the berm, and what's kind of funny is initially when the reviews came out, they thought this was a fallout shelter, because it's during the Cuban Missile Crisis. It's good to know that, Lloyd Wright was way in the environment, way before everybody else. And, besides this kind of like, stays in here, from a little alley, which just kind of just pops in there, and it's really kind of fun. And so those are the 3 I came up with. And then one of your wonderful staff goes, well, what about the front? And I'm going, oh, God. So I did one more. And
It's kind of futuristic.
I'm sorry. I'm smart board. And that's
Planets
very
moving
good.
around
Oh, okay. No, doesn't like me. Okay. And so the final one was Blooper Medley. That's the working at a flock of bluebirds, and it's the front's really gorgeous with the bronze and real dynamic skyline and all this stuff. And so I think every image is really cool. And if you want, pick 2. One could go to the Louvre or the British Museum. But to be honest, I'd really like to see them all stay together. So I mentioned to Jim and Vicki that if you should want to do all 4, I will cut my price down in half for the last 2. Because I think they should all be here for elected officials, for
Want to
the
explain why
staff.
you named them like that?
Yeah, well, I want you guys, it's kind of like beating babies and baseball cards. That when you guys go out and start using these to, fundraise, everyone wants to, let's get every one of them, rather than just like get one, you want to, my kids put their beanie baby because they have different names and stuff. So that's kind of why I did the names on it, just to give low community. But I think the whole set would be really cool here. So it's your guys' call. I just want to get a big fight of who watch it for one or something like that. So
This one is Bluebird Melody.
yeah, because there's little bluebirds in here. They're kind of all.
You could probably make it bigger so they can see more details.
Here, I can't really do this.
You got it?
I've seen
No, I don't.
Sorry, no. Okay, so for the details.
Say records, but not Bluebirds.
There. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, a little. So I don't know, and And they, you know, I think the series is really fun. I'm real pleased. It's an amazing building to be, you know, take the new images out and stuff. Yeah, so.
Beautiful.
Yeah, great job.
So,
It would make it very hard to
and
choose.
then the prints will be amazing. They're like museum quality prints, so they'll be really cool.
So, does anybody, I guess we can open up the, thanks, Rex, that was great.
Well, no, it's been my honor to work on this project. This is just an amazing building. It just is.
You put the bluebirds, because everybody here is so happy. Okay, so, discussion and vote on 2 of the designs. Those are the ones we paid for, basically. We voted to commission those, so 2 for sure. So, does anybody have any preferences, 2 favorites that you can?
1, 2, and 4.
Oh,
Those are mine.
1, 2,
1, 2,
and 4, 3.
I'm sorry.
See if I can go.
Okay. Will the trustee?
All right, so there's,
Okay, that's
This
the original entrance to the church, which is right there. And I don't know if you noticed, but like on this one, see the light it's being lit from within, and then when you go to the next one, it's lit.
all right, so there's this, wait, so everyone sees this one? So this is number 2. Okay?
Okay.
3? And then 4.
I think it's important to have 4 just because it's the entrance. I think you're right.
I think 2 is the best myself.
2?
I like 2 best.
So there's 2.
Yeah.
And the 4 is on this.
And 4.
Yeah.
One, no, 2. That's hard.
There's 1.
Yeah. Like you said, it was the original front entrance.
So 1, 2, 3.
Everybody fond
Oh,
of
wait,
3?
maybe we should, okay, let's go back to 1. How many of us would like 1? Like as one of the 2? Okay, all right, how about, well, as one of the 2. Well, okay. Okay, number 2. All right, how many like number 2?
Number 2.
Like, I mean, it's kind of iconic, the
Okay,
board
so I'll go on to number
kind of,
2.
okay. Number 3? You like that one? Okay, we
I like it because of the name too, the right
Yeah,
stuff.
the right stuff.
The right stuff is where the right stuff.
And then number 4.
Yeah, I wrote
Okay.
4.
Yeah, 4.
Okay, so I think we, for 2 prints, do we have it narrowed down to number 2 or number 4? Okay. All right, and then do we want to discuss purchasing any more?
It's really nice to have the whole series. I don't want to choose 2.
Okay. Neither does Susie.
Is there a special price?
Yeah. Yes.
If you want to get the other 2, I'm cutting the price in half. So I really like to group the 4 together.
I think so.
I mean,
I didn't
can I
say.
just have a hypothetical question?
What?
So like, say for instance, we want to make box note cards to sell.
Do you want that?
Make box note cards to sell. Would we be able to do that? Would we
Yeah,
be
I mean-
able to reproduce the prints and?
Yeah, I mean, I just have to get a print quote for you guys or something like that. But, I mean, the other thing is, I just want you guys, if you can have a chance to raise some more funds or do penny or whatever. And that's why I'm going to use my price.
I
Plus,
think we
it's,
would be able to use it for other markets.
yeah, and
Not just
it could be used
only
for
like
social media.
copyright issues or-
Yeah, I'm being real flexible with you guys, because these guys are a lot of good.
Okay.
I'm okay with all 4. If it's 4 going on, I'm okay with all 4.
And like I said, I'm flexible what you guys want to do, if it can help you guys, you know, with the projects here, so.
All right, so let's vote on the first 2 first.
Well, if everybody's okay with all 4, we can just vote on that and then we'll have to choose.
We don't have to do the vote, we don't have to, okay.
Yeah,
Let's
so we can have all
streamline it.
4.
Okay. All right, is everybody okay with all 4?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, Rex.
Okay.
Talk to Sid.
I'm sorry, really cool. Let me just give you just a little bit of timeline. It's gonna take a couple weeks to get them framed. So hopefully by the next meeting, you'll have the images all here framed and 100 signed of each one. And,
Yeah, and the framed ones will be museum quality. with-
they're museum quality prints, and the guy who does it did Oprah's stuff. And there'll be, the glasses UV protected with acid-free backing and so it won't, it's as good as you can get.
What's the size of
It's 24 by 36, so it's almost, it's kind of 24 by 30, it's big. And,
But the posters are 13 by 19.
13 by 19, yeah.
Okay.
They're like,
it? But when they're framed, they're that big.
no.
Oh,
The
sorry.
prints that are coming with the museum quality prints that are framed, that we're gonna frame in the building, we're gonna hang in the building, are 24 by 36. But then we're getting an additional 100 signed posters.
Of each print.
Of each print, those are 13 by 19.
And actually, the way they come, they're slightly different, the border a little bit different because of the one's 24 by 36 and one's 13 by 19. They're basically the same, but they're gonna look spectacular.
Yeah.
So, no, it's just neat,
We do say our slowest.
All right, so may I have a motion to approve the purchase of 4 of the Rex Parker prints?
So moved.
Second.
Okay?
Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Mahe?
Yes.
Trustee Mati?
Yes.
Trustee Mitch?
Rex, I
Yes.
want to thank you.
Oh, no, it's really been my honor to work on this. This building is unique and fun.
It's really gonna spruce things up. Spruce things up, yes.
I mean, there's only one downside, now to sign 400 prints. It'll take an hour or so, which is okay. It's embarrassing to write, sign prints or whatever. It's fun.
Now we have to live up to it.
No, yeah, you guys do.
It's a
I'm amazed at the
right?
work.
It's not-
They're really cool.
Will you number them also with your signature?
That's what I meant.
No. There's too many.
Not pushing it.
There's too many. I can't do 400. I can't do number 400. But I'll sign them all.
Okay.
I don't have the perfect signature, but I'll try to do as good as I can. So anyway, it's been an honor.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you
Thank
guys
you
so
so
much.
much.
Thanks, guys.
Great job.
Okay. All right, when we called out for public participation earlier, we mistakenly thought there wasn't any, but now there is. So we have a Sam Polsky. Sam Polsky.
Yep. Oh, you ready for it?
Would you like to come up to the podium, please? Thank you.
Just watch your step on this, please. Thank you.
Hello?
Hello.
First time coming here.
How are you?
I'm a resident, 36 years, been here for, let's see, 62 years. Anyways, are you aware of the ongoing rat problem we have? So we live right off Golf Road. So I'm here representing, or majority of the people of the 72 homes of the Circle, Golf Road, Greenwood, Western, and Church, or up the Church. So we had a wedding 2 years ago, rats in the backyard. I've been buying poison, the boxes. This is now going on the 3rd year. We need help from you guys to bitch at Niles, the restaurants, anybody in your jurisdiction, restaurants, tighten up people, the garbage. Maybe have the code enforcer look around for garbage, shit like that. Sorry, but this is we need help, and I'm understanding Glenview is telling their people, well, we could give you some advice. We know all advice, and just call it exterminating. We need some help on a municipal level. That's what we're at. Then I have another one, is again with the complaints, the Niles, or the county on Gulf Road. There's a buckle on that street. It's been there for,
Almost 2 years.
you're supposed to write your name down the way.
Where is this?
Golf Road, right, we're talking between Greenwood Avenue and Western. Golf like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, you wanna live there, boom, boom, every night. Third one is the lights from the laundromat. If I take my head up on the bed, I can see it goes right through my, you know, you can see the light going right in your eye in the morning and night. So the stuff like that, tighten up. They don't need them pointed out there with the, you know, people are doing laundry at 2 in the morning and God knows why. But, then, you know, things like that, anything I'm missing, it's into the circle, all the way back, you know, to, what's that, at the end, you know, right when you get Lincoln Avenue starts from Greenwood Drive. So it's the end of the circle. It's pretty bad. So, just wondering what you guys can do on your level. Help us out.
I just had a quick question for you. Have you notified IDOT about the vehicle and the road on Golf? Because that is a
Well,
state road.
you know what, yes, I know, it's a state road, and then it's a county road, and the county owns a little bit of the road. Niles is the Elm Drive, has our street now. There's a lot of confusion with that. You guys know that what's what. We're asking you to do our bitching for us.
Well,
We're just one, you know.
we could always forward it on to them. I mean, we'd
That's all right.
be happy to do it, but I mean, I deal with the roads, the unincorporated roads.
I got you.
So I'm happy to I deal with the state all the time and the county. So I'm happy to do that if you want to forward me.
That's what I'm asking, yeah. That's what I'm
If
asking.
you want to forward me the pictures and the location, I can do that for you.
Sure. It's there, but they'll find it, okay. That's all I got.
Thank you. And, I
Thank you.
want to remind you that we also have neighborhood watch meetings, so I think.
Watching brats?
No.
No, I know you got Crime Stoppers and all that, and just,
No,
maybe we can put this one, start a little, I know it's not a good subject, but it's getting bad.
I had a question for you on rat problem.
We have pictures too of people's
Did
kids.
you live actually on Golf?
I live on Elm Drive, first house in the corner.
Okay, because what I was gonna say is there's a rat problem on Milwaukee Avenue by Ruby's Restaurant.
Oh, I can imagine.
So, and I agree with you.
I-
Niles takes the position though that you have to call a private exterminator.
Well-
They're not gonna help you with that, which is not, in my opinion, not reasonable, because I agree with you. Any busy street that has a restaurant that sells a lot of food, like Ruby's, a very successful restaurant, but they have a rat problem within 3 or 4 blocks.
Tighten up their cleaning, and,
So-
you know, it's the waste. If you read all this stuff on rats, it's,
They're very hard to deal with, but there's these audio things that bothers their hearing. So I'm thinking that might be a solution. I'm trying that myself. There's a
Well, maybe
device,
the ordinance.
battery operated device that bothers their sense, their hearing really bad, and can really be effective if you get the right type of device.
we have a lot of roads here, 52 roads, so maybe you guys can order from Amazon, good deals.
They're not expensive, that's why I'm suggesting these audio devices that bothers their, because rat poison doesn't work, traps don't work, they're ingenious animal rats.
What they're putting out now, Jim, is food for the rats that they eat, and of course you can't destroy what's there already, but they produce so fast, it makes them sterile.
Right, that's what we're doing with the mosquitoes. But again, that's, we're just asking you guys as a municipality, the road thing, you know, a lot of people don't know who to call and all that. We're just, if we can just call you or make a note that anybody has a problem, take a picture of it, and we guys,
That's
you know,
Niles.
dial manager.
You're Niles and so on.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
We also have B. Olusniak, I'm sure I said the name wrong, 9515 Greenwood Drive.
Yeah, that's me again.
That's right again, our
What did it
August.
say, Otis? Yeah.
No, it just says B.
Oh, okay.
Olusniak.
Yeah, they support
He's your
the
spokesperson?
rest.
Okay. So then, are you the spokesperson for everybody on the list? Mia, Zanita, Tovar, and Linda?
No, I'm speaking of it.
You're speaking, okay. So would you like to say
Let's just
something?
say one word, you know, we like to see more sheriff around the circle. The reason why, last year we got the shooting and we got the dead man right on the Greenwood Avenue with the half of the head blow out. So we like to see if they got over here some kind of concert or anything like the event. We don't see the sheriff drive around because so many cars coming and just going in a circle at 50, 60 miles an hour. So it'd be nice if the sheriff show up on a Saturday evening or Sunday evening. That's what my concern is. Because we got the little kids, you know, special, 7, 8 years old kid driving on the bike, and then you see the guys driving 50 miles an hour
Okay,
in the evening.
okay, but I just want to remind you also, it's good. Public participation is great, but we have a neighborhood watch meeting tomorrow where you can talk to the sheriff directly, and you can talk to the commander, you can talk to our Maine Fire Department, and they will be more directly
So
helpful.
we usually got the non-response from the sheriff, you know, if we call for something, they always show up. But, you know, especially if we got the event, like 2 weeks ago was celebration, that Mexican Day or something, we got about 50 cars driving in a circle. So if you got the little kids, I don't have the kids, but you got the little kids and then you're afraid.
And I think that with what our supervisor is saying, that you get your people from your neighborhood and make a good showing at that neighborhood watch presentation, and there's the representation from Cook County Sheriff, and if you all are there and voicing your opinion, it really makes a presentation, and they will work on it for you, I'm sure, right?
Yes, we'd love to have you here at these meetings
We
also.
got a beautiful neighbor and we try to keep them.
Great.
Well, you should all go there.
But I would welcome you more. I would encourage you to come to the neighborhood watch meeting tomorrow night also and talk directly to the fire, to the county sheriff. They deal with,
What time does it start, Supervisor?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, after dinner. So
Right
you
here?
should come.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, right here where you're sitting.
Yeah.
To be in the same seat probably. All right, if you can.
You talk to me?
Yes, sir.
To
I
anybody,
got a problem with my kids.
All apologies. I was saying, that seat you're sitting in, you'll probably be sitting there in that same seat tomorrow if you want to come to that meeting, and we'll let you talk to the police officers.
I used to come in a meeting where Bob Tudyk was a supervisor.
oh, that's been a
You've
while.
been around a long time.
Yeah. Okay, is it Linda? G-L-I-N?
Adam?
K-U-A?
He goes to Washington.
At 9521 Greenwood Drive?
He went to Washington.
He goes to Washington.
Oh, okay. All right, Mia Zuniga Tovar, 8800 D Road?
You want me to go up there?
Yes, please. It's easier for everybody to hear.
Hello, good evening, everybody. My name is Mia. I live on 8800 D Road. I want to talk about the parking on D Road. It's very difficult to park there. It is public parking, but it's also for the residents there. I've been a resident here for 6 years now. I live with a family of 5, and a lot of my neighbors have like families of 5, 6, big families. The problem is that there's around 70 like residential buildings or like apartments and everything, and there is not enough space for even those, like, let's say 70, there's not enough. Like, there's 5 people per house, let's say, and 3 of them, like maybe, all of them have cars, right? And they might have like 3 to 4 cars. My neighbor has 5 cars. My household has 3 cars. So it's just been horrible because we have to illegally park. We want to, follow the law and park where we're supposed to, right? But it's just difficult, and we have to conform to parking illegally, parking on the slash lines, and I've personally gotten 3 parking tickets with all the intention to move it the next morning, but it's just I can't wake up at 4 in the morning to see if there might be a parking spot. The neighborhood, or not the neighborhood, but the next household, or like the next residential building, the next, I think it's not Kennedy Drive, Robin Drive, I think. They park in our spots as well, because they don't have parking at all. Like, they have like maybe one parking spot per household. They might have garages, but I don't know. I don't know how it is over there, but they park in our spots as well. And so all these cars, all these people living here, we don't have enough space, and we want to abide by the law. So I want to speak to you guys to see if I can have a solution. I was told to come here because I was actually fighting one of the parking tickets, and Judge Christopher Cohen told me to come over here. He said that he was familiar with some of you, so I'm here now with his guidance to see what I can do here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I could speak a little bit to that. I mean, one of the issues, I completely understand your situation, because I deal with a lot of that stuff from a plowing perspective, and part of the issue is when those were built, they were designed for 2 to 4 people per townhome. Now, and that was designed for 1, maybe 2 cars. Now everybody has 3, 4 cars per house. There's 5, sometimes even more, over occupancy. So that makes it very challenging. And one of the biggest challenges is it's a public parking. The roadway is public parking. And you know, if you go on Robin, they'll say people on D Road are taking their spots. And if you go on D Road, they say Robin's direct. So it's a challenging situation. We're always looking for solutions. It's just, it's a very challenging area. Really, the only option that I see is buying up a couple of those buildings and making more parking. But with the cost of that, I don't know how feasible that would be.
Right.
I mean, do you have any suggestions?
Yeah. So my mother couldn't be here, so I'm on her behalf, and like the rest of my neighbors' behalf as well. So I have, I guess, an advantage of living on D Road and Dexter. So there is like this grass part where I'd have to sometimes, unfortunately, park on top of that, even though I know that it's government's property and I can't park there. But our survey says, like the plans of our house says that that is our property, but whatever. Anyway, so I was looking at houses in Norwich. I pass there every day to go to university, and they have island parking. So what I suggest is to use that grass as an island parking. Just get rid of the grass and use it as an island parking. And that, yes, would also, maybe, I don't really know the rules about that, would be public parking. But if you could maybe use that parking as a residential parking, so have like maybe a sticker or something that says like, oh, if you're in front of this house, this is for their residents. This would help not only just my family and just the people on Dempster, but also lessen like the amount of cars that are on D Road and Robbins.
Yeah, and if you want, I can give you my card. You know, you could send over the locations of where you're talking about, and we could take a look. I'm pretty sure though that any of the area that's not occupied is either where we put our snow, because we have to put the snow somewhere. And sometimes it's just not feasible to put parking there, but I'm happy to take a look at the area specifically you're talking about. And you know, like I said, the street parking, because it's a public roadway, we cannot make it, you know, specific to an address. And if we did, people would probably be losing spaces because, you know, so many cars, you would probably be limited to one, maybe 2 cars. Where some people have 3, 4 cars in their household.
Right.
So it's challenging because that, like I said, you would actually be losing spots
Right.
if we assign parking.
Yeah, this wasn't a problem like 5 years, like when I first came here, I was an 8th grader, where most of my neighbors, and including my household, you know, we had an adult, 2 adults maybe, and kids don't drive, right? But kids grow up and get cars. Like for example, now that I grow up and my brother is 18, like we're probably gonna have 4 cars, you know, and it's gonna get, I feel, worse and worse. So also just to put it into perspective, like we need to also move our car on one specific place on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And on Tuesday, it's more like road cleaning, but on Tuesdays, they never come on Tuesdays. They don't. And the only people...
We only have 3 minutes.
Oh.
So, can we just wrap it up?
Right, okay. So they don't come on Tuesdays, so we have like half the parking that we normally have, and it's just like awful. Like this, I've fought with neighbors for parking spots, and it should never be like that. So yeah, thank you for your time.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you.
Hopefully you'll attend our neighborhood watch meetings as well in the future. Maybe tomorrow night. Thank you. All right, we're on to new business. Was there one more person that wanted to talk? No. Okay. Discussion and possible vote on Township 2026 office close schedule. So there was an adjustment that we wanted to make to the holiday schedule. So we did a motion.
That'll be for 2025.
26.
2026 is just voting it in.
Okay. All right, we're just voting 2026 and we're amending possibly amending 2025. Thanks. Okay.
So motion to approve Township 2026 office close schedule.
That's ahead of the other one, which is the
That was
2025 schedule, which is the second behind underneath it.
Great. Yeah, you're right, Liz. You're absolutely right. Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
We're, on 2026, we're just voting on it.
Okay, second.
So,
Okay.
that's
a motion.
Yes. Okay.
Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Maher?
Yes.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
Okay. So 2025, there's a slight adjustment. And I think the adjustment is last year when we voted on it, we didn't vote for the township to close at 1 o'clock on Thanksgiving, that Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So that's the adjustment.
Motion to approve 2025.
My only comment on that is, I know it's not on the agenda today, but eventually I want to talk about part-timers and how office closings and holidays affect their schedules, so for another day.
So the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, it would be a 1 o'clock. The day before Christmas Eve, 1 o'clock, and then New Year's Eve. Township will close at 1 o'clock. So those are the.
Motion to approve 2025 office close revised schedule.
Second.
Okay.
Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Maher?
Yes.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
All right. Discussion and possible vote on network support agreements. I think we're going to have, Vicki, can you come over?
And I think, is there one more on the agenda?
The board meeting?
For the board meeting?
December board meeting.
Yeah. I can explain that.
Yes, I missed that one. Thanks.
I can explain that one. So when you take a look at the calendar, proposing to change the date of the December 2025 board meeting from the last Tuesday of the month to the fourth Tuesday of the month due to when the Christmas holiday falls. Moving the date will allow for bill pay and report preparation for the meeting to take place prior to the office closure for the holiday.
All right, motion to change the date of the December 2025 board meeting to December 23rd, 2025.
Second.
Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Maher?
Yes.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
Okay, now we're into the discussion and possible vote on network support agreement.
All right, so currently the township is utilizing Warehouse Direct for network support on a month-to-month basis. To secure the rates and the terms, the vendor has provided us with a 12-month contract effective October 1st, 2025 through October 1st, 2026. Approval of this agreement would lock in consistent pricing and service for the next 12 months while allowing us sufficient time to obtain multiple quotes from other vendors before the contract would expire. So it's better practice to not be in a month-to-month agreement because we're just not guaranteed or locked in. So this short-term agreement would give us time to revisit the service and then get multiple quotes without, being in a month-to-month phase. So, does anybody have any questions?
So how much is the month-to-month?
The price is going to be the same as what we're paying now, which is $1,798. So it's the same price, same service per month. It's just locking us in at that rate for the next 12 months.
How would you phrase the motion that you're asking for? Motion to approve?
Oh, please, hold on 1 second. I would say motion to approve network support agreement with Warehouse Direct.
Warehouse Direct,
Yep. And then in the next few months, you keep an eye out for, we probably will do an RFP or get multiple quotes depending on what the rate would be, and then at that time we can revisit.
Okay, we have a motion?
Yes.
Oh.
Motion
You asked for
to,
the wording.
I did, but I didn't write it down fast. So motion to approve the network support agreement with Warehouse Direct
For 12 months.
for 12 months.
Second.
Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Maher?
Thank you.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
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 Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for
Now, the next item of business is discussion and possible vote on network switch and Wi-Fi upgrade.
All right, so with that vendor that we just approved, we have a quote. So Town Hall, you may have heard about this, over the summer we experienced an extended network outage, and we lately have had network outages and some service interruptions, which includes that extended outage. It really isn't related to our internet speed coming in from our internet provider. It is actually related to our switches and our devices in the building, especially certain portions of the building are going down much more frequently that our resident service and all the services we provide rely on that reliable internet, reliable access to our server. So some of the switches and some of the switches and the equipment is over 10 years old. So to address these issues, a replacement and upgrade of the equipment is recommended, which will enhance speed, reliability, and overall network capacity. Warehouse Direct recommends the replacement of the switches and the Wi-Fi access points for a total cost of $4,021.48. That includes installation and setup. So that item would be then discussion possible vote, or the motion would be for a network switch and Wi-Fi upgrade.
We'll set up Comcast, right?
Yes, we still have Comcast. And that's something we could look at. We can look at those speeds as well, it's just we can't increase any of that until we get to this part. It doesn't, if you think of it like a big funnel, the service coming in from Comcast is just going down this, it can't get anywhere fast. So we need to open it all up, and then we'd have a lot better, more reliable speed.
Motion to approve network switch and Wi-Fi upgrade.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay.
Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Maher?
Yes.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
Thank you, Vicki. The next one is discussion and possible vote on adoption of a resolution of resolution 2025 8A, resolution of Township of Maine in support of the Illinois America 250 commemoration. This is an initiative that TOY is encouraging us to do, everybody to do statewide, is to, it's obviously for the 250th year anniversary, so we have a resolution. If anybody's interested, we can pass it tonight. I have a motion to approve the resolution.
Motion to approve adoption of resolution 2025-8, a resolution of the Township of the Maine Township in support of the Illinois America 250 commemoration.
Second.
I'll just read it quickly so that everybody knows what this is. A resolution of the Township of Maine in support of the Illinois America 250 commemoration. Whereas the United States of America will commemorate its 250th anniversary on July 4th, 2026, marking a historic milestone in the nation's history. And whereas on July 4th, 1776, the Second Continental Congress formally adopted the Declaration of Independence, asserting the American colonies' freedom from British rule and laying the foundation for the principles of democracy and self-governance. And whereas the U.S. Semi-Quincentennial Commission, known as America 250 Commission, America250.org, was established by Congress in 2016 to plan and orchestrate the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, aiming to engage all Americans in commemorating this historic event through educational initiatives. Whereas the Illinois America 250 Commission, IL205.org, was established to develop, encourage, and execute an inclusive commemoration and observance of the founding of the United States of America and Illinois' imperative role in the nation's history. And whereas the Illinois America 250 Commission encourages communities, libraries, schools, local governments, townships, historical societies, cultural institutions, and individuals of all ages to develop inclusive commemorations that reflect on Illinois' role in the nation's history and development. And whereas recognizing and supporting the Illinois America 250 Commission will help ensure a meaningful and educational commemoration for all residents and future generations. And whereas the commemoration provides an opportunity to reflect on the state's historical significance, honor the achievements of its people, and inspire civic engagement. Whereas the Township of Maine in Cook County hereby formally supports the Illinois America 250 Commission and its mission to commemorate our nation's 250th anniversary. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of the Township of Maine in Cook County expresses its support for the Illinois America 250 Commission and encourages all Illinois Township communities to organize and participate in local events leading up to and culminating on July 4, 2026 to celebrate America's 250th anniversary. So, can we, yes?
Supervisor Jones? Trustee Maher?
Yes.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, passed this 30th day of September 2025 by the Maine Township Board, duly assembled at Maine Township, Cook County, Illinois. All right. All right, so now we're on to officials' reports. Susie, what are...
Clerk's report is listed on my iPad first.
Clerk's report?
Yeah, it's listed before myself.
Yeah, but he's not here.
Sorry, Pete, you're not here.
I just noticed that myself.
It's like quiet over there.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Okay. I'd be happy to give the report. Right now, you might know that we are open with the Cook County Board of Review. We're doing our second appeal for the 2025 taxes, your assessed value, which is paid next year in 2026. A lot of people are confused about that because we do pay our taxes in arrears in Cook County. On September 18th, we had the board review here with Samantha, our commissioner, and we had approximately 150 people here, and we had a presentation, and there was also 14 analysts here doing appeals for our residents. So it was a busy night. The boardroom was filled. All the way, our hallways were all filled, all the way back to my office, and people being served and being taken care of. And I think it was a very great night for everybody. There's something that's come, and I've known about this for a little while, and they just put it out now. It is called the Cook County Homeowner Relief Fund. So they've been, a lot of homeowners have been experiencing significant increase in their taxes. So this is a program that they put out, and there's $15 million in the program. But that equates to maybe 13,500 or 600 people that will be able to participate in this program. And they only get $1,000 a one-time $1,000. Now, you have to have, like I said, a 50% increase in taxes within the years of 21, 22, and 23. So basically for us, that would be year 22 because that was our triennial reassessment time. So here's the thing too. They only have it open, we have two phases. Phase 1, we're open September 29th till October 10th, and that is the application process. And that is done online. And there's different things that you have to submit to them. You have to put the tax year that you were assessed 50%, not assessed, excuse me, tax 50%. Assessed is different than the tax. You get a double 50% increase in your tax. And you put a submission in that, and there's also an income-based that you would have to do. Once that is submitted to them, then there is a phase 2. So if you're accepted, they have you fill out the application for phase 2. So that is where you would put in documents that you would substantiate your income. You would have to put your social security number in. Of course, you have to be the owner of the property. And of course, that 50% more in your tax bill, which does not include homeowner, senior, and senior freeze. That would go back into it. There is an application website. There is a reach out number that we can give our residents and an email for any questions that you might have. Also, there are reach out partners, and there's someone in Mount Prospect that would be able to help you fill out those forms. We would not be filling out those forms for people. They would give you the application support. What we would do for our homeowners would be able to tell them that they did indeed go and researching their taxes through the treasurer's office, if they indeed experienced a 50% higher increase in their property taxes. And then number 2, we would give them the numbers would be how much that you could make within, and it's not that year, it would be your from 2024, your federal income tax. So there's a couple things that we need to give them and direct them to websites, partners in this procedure. So the first phase, I want to repeat again, is open, they just opened on Monday, and that's open to the 10th of October. And then if they accept your application, then you're notified, and then you have to do phase 2, a document submission, and that is from October 20th through October 31st. So, and then this is for $1,000. And like I said, you know, $15 million seems like a lot, but when you equate that to residents in Cook County, it's only like under 14,000 households that would be able to get that money. So that's kind of what I got. All right, everybody have a good night and a good rest of your week.
So we've been lucky that the weather's been so dry lately. We've been getting a lot of work done on the Gregory project. We winded down on that. We replaced a lot of concrete, a lot of asphalt over there, replacing signage. We've had our pre-construction meeting for the church and Western Street project. That's finally taking shape. That's going to begin in the next couple of weeks. They're going to begin staking along Church and Western. Some of the residents there's some outbuildings and sheds that are that were placed on the right of way. We're going to get letters out to all the residents to make sure that they have ample notice to remove anything that's in our right of way before construction begins. So that's going to be going on in the next couple of weeks. We had the pre-construction meeting with City of Park Ridge, Village of Niles, and then the county, because there's a lot of logistics going into leading up to Greenwood there with the state road, so state and county road. So that should be happening in the next couple of weeks. So anybody who lives in that area, stay aware of the signage for parking, and we will do our best to get the word out with letters and social media. So thank you.
Thank you. Who wants to go first?
Well, first I wanted to say that I wasn't able to make it to the dinner to recognize our volunteers at the food pantry, which was so disappointing to me because I'm personally inspired by our volunteers and the work that they do and the commitment that they show to making sure that everyone in our community has access to food. It's just one of the most fundamental kinds of help that we can give to our neighbors. And I love that we have so many volunteers who are willing to put in the work even when our elevator shuts down and they really have to put in the extra work. So I want to make sure they know how grateful we all are for their efforts. I was also really excited this month to see the Leaning Tower of Niles light up in recognition of Recovery Month. And so I just wanted to give a big thank you to the Director of Recovery Services, Marty Cook, and to Niles Mayor, George Alpajanis, for literally shining a light on addiction and recovery services in our community. So thank you.
I have not much to report, but I attended the last neighborhood watch meeting, and I was surprised that the last meeting there was more than 20-25 people were there. So, and I also attended the tax appeal. So it was well attended, Susan. So congratulations, Susan. I met Susan and Samantha Steve on that day. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The only thing I wanted to say is I want to thank Susan so much for helping people deal with taxes. I think this is a problem throughout Cook County. I don't know how many people I know whose property was increased dramatically in property value over the last assessment, $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, $80,000 with no basis in fact at all. I think this current assessor is not going to be reelected. There's going to be a new gentleman there. And I think the more people appeal and the more people fight about their taxes, the fairer it's going to be. It seems to me there's many problems in Cook County assessing real estate. And if you're not looking at your tax bills, you're doing yourself and your family a disfavor, a disservice, because that money is always going to be coming out of your real estate. You bring up at a political meeting, well, should a property owner after a certain period of time have some type of a break? Maybe an elderly person who's been in their house for 50 years, should they be relieved of taxes? It's out of the question. You don't even consider it. So real estate taxes, you keep getting assessed over and over again, higher and higher and higher. So I greatly encourage you to use Susan's services and appeal whenever you can, and keep fighting whenever you can, because the only way we get real relief is when we argue about it. If you don't argue about it, they're going to over-assess you and they're going to collect that tax. Because that's what has happened and will happen, continue to happen until we try to stop it.
Thank you. All right, so I had the pleasure of attending the annual garage sale, which was a huge success in spite of the weather. It almost got rained out. It was really close. But then the sun came out and it turned out to be a wonderful event, and we actually did really well. So I want to thank everybody all of our staff who volunteered their time, got soaking wet, and helped the vendors who were wiping things down and waiting in their cars to see if they were going to be able to unload their stuff or not. It actually worked out really well. It turned out to be a beautiful day. So thanks to our staff and to all the vendors who came, because it was a successful event. And I heard the food sold out, which is like amazing, because last year it was kind of so. Then I also attended Friday night's volunteer dinner for the food pantry volunteers, and it was really nice. It was a very, we had it in this room, and I think everybody enjoyed themselves. They appreciated the fact that, you know, we were appreciative and grateful, and it was so nice seeing everybody just kind of talking and having some time together in a relaxed way instead of, you know, working. So it was very nice. And then after that, our administrator and I had the pleasure and honor to attend the Recovery Connection meeting, which was also very nice. I don't know if nice is the word, but, you know, it was nice that we were invited to, and that we were welcomed to come to the meeting. And it's so impressive the work that Recovery Connection is doing. I say this all the time. It's just a fantastic program, and Maine Township is really lucky to have it. So, and then things that are coming up, as I mentioned earlier, our neighborhood watch meeting. We're having a mobile vet clinic, which was very popular last year, on Saturday. And then October 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th, we're having Do I Need a Lawyer educational classes right here in the boardroom. I think you have to register for that one. And then October 30th, we're having our 3rd annual truck or treat, which gets bigger and bigger every year, and it's really fun. And I guess we're expecting about 500 kids. Is that what we were talking about this morning, yesterday? It's going to be a lot. So if you have a trunk and you want to join us, you know, to decorate your trunk and bring some candy, that'd be great. And then in November, we have our annual toy conference. So those are the things that are coming up. We're busy. We're offering a lot of programs to our citizens and our constituents. So that will conclude my report. So at this time, we'll adjourn the regular meeting and then ask for a motion to go into closed session to discuss the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees pursuant to Section 2C5 of the Open Meetings Act to discuss the purchase of lease of real property for the use of public body, including meetings held for the purpose of discussing whether a particular person should be acquired and pursuant to Section 2C11 of the Open Meetings Act litigation, which is probable or imminent, review approval of closed session minutes. So may I have a motion to adjourn the regular meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
President Maher?
Yes.
President Mali?
Yes.
President Lynch?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll be back. We have a motion to come back in closed session.
Motion to return to open closed session.
Second?
Supervisor Jones?
Thank you. Yes.
President Maher?
Yes.
President Mali?
Yes.
President Lynch?
Yes.
Okay, first item is discussion of possible vote on approval of closed session minutes, and we're not.
So we'll have that item at the next meeting.
Yes.
So we're just tabling that. And then discussion and possible vote on hiring a building monitor. May I have a motion, please?
I move to vote, hire a building monitor on a part-time basis pursuant to our discussions in closed session.
Got it. Second name.
Supervisor.
No, say that.
Say his name. Wesley.
Wesley Petzior.
Motion to hire Wesley Hedziel. Just, all right.
Okay, did we get a second?
I did second.
Can we have a vote to hire?
Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Maher? Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
Okay,
Motion, motion to hire Benjamin A. Salkin for the part-time shuttle bus driver position.
Second.
Supervisor Jones?
yes,
Trustee Maher?
Yes.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
great, it's a huge relief. All right, and if there's nothing else, motion to adjourn?
Second.
Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Maher?
Yes.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.